So hey, how y'all doing? So we're here making a video. I know it's been like a really long time since I made a video, and I just got a text. Okay, so it's been a really long time since I made a video. I think the last time I probably made a video and actually uploaded it for everyone to see on this channel, because I have used this channel for homework. There's like link only videos on here that y'all will not be seeing. They're for school, but I'm looking at myself. I'm not looking at the camera, okay? But anyways, y'all, so it's been a really long time. It's the last time I probably made a video on here and actually uploaded for everybody to see. I was in high school and I think I was a senior. So it's 2026. I graduated in 2020. It's been 6 years since I made a YouTube channel, and not a YouTube channel, since I made a YouTube video. And here we go. We're uploading and making a YouTube video. Why do I want to make a YouTube video now? I want to make a YouTube video now because I remember it was something I like to do and it was fun, and I want to do that now. So that's it. That's why I'm making it now. There's no other reason besides that. And I don't have like high-end equipment. I don't have special lighting, girl. I'm using, if you could see in my, you see what I'm using? I'm using one of those mirrors things for this lighting, okay? But it's doing what it's doing. It's doing exactly what I needed to do. And I'm using my phone. That's why I'm looking at myself. I'm not looking at the camera, and I gotta remember to look at the camera. I want to make YouTube videos again. It's fun. I just want to make like fun things, sit down videos, vlogs, things of that nature, because it's fun to do, and why not? And today's video, since I haven't like been on YouTube, I haven't made a video in a really long time. I am 24 years old now. I'm about to be 25 and like, damn, I'm about to be 25 in almost like 2 months from now. Isn't that crazy? I'm about to be 25. So last time I made a video, I was probably like 18. And girl, I have matured. I became a woman. I'm still not completely, I consider myself a woman yet, but I think I'm mature enough, and I grew up a lot. And I'm not on here like, you see me, I'm in my pajamas. I just washed my hair. I just put it in a little bun real quick. The only thing I did was take my scarf off. I don't want this YouTube to ever feel like it's a chore. I don't want this to ever feel not authentic. I don't want it to feel, I want this to feel like something for me, where I don't have to feel like it's a job, or I have to be a certain way, or there's a fake personality. Like, I want this to be comfortable. I want this to be a hobby, and I want this to be something that I want to do. And I don't want it to ever feel like, oh, I gotta make a YouTube video. You know what I'm saying? My hair not that cute, you know what I'm saying? And I'm wearing glasses just so you don't see my bags. That's the only thing. That's the only thing. But I wanted to make a video today about just things that I have learned, and since I was an 18-year-old, things that I have learned. And I want to, this is like kind of like advice for like my younger self, you can say, but also this is advice for anybody who is younger than me, because I'm only 24. Like, I'm not saying I got you know what I mean? I'm not saying like I know everything and I'm super wise, but you know, the brain is definitely developed. You know, the thoughts are definitely being formed. You know what I'm saying? So this is just, you know, a video for me, and because I know one day I will look back at this and I will be older than how I am now, and I'll be like, oh my God, look at little me, you know? So it's really just for me. It's not really for y'all, you know, but it is for younger people as well. So it's for anybody who's like 18, maybe in high school, a senior, about to go to college. This video is for you. The thing I wanted to say is, you're going to change. You will grow up. And what I mean by that, I'm talking about physically. Like, you know, you're not always going to be a teeny weeny dot. You know what I'm saying? Life will be stressful. There will be a point in growing up where I'm not talking about weight either. I'm not specifically just talking about weight. you know, you will gain weight, your body will change, and you will, that whole thing when people are like, oh, your woman body's gonna come, it is gonna come. Don't rush it. No, for real, like, do not rush it. I 110 and a million%, that's my biggest advice to younger girls. Like, if you're like out here trying to like eat all this food, take a Pentamin, or do anything that's like not, like, you're just trying to gain weight quick, like, no, you're gonna grow up, you're gonna gain weight, that's gonna happen. Your adult woman body will happen, it will inevitably happen. But a big thing that I'm really talking about in change, like, your body as you get older, like, no shade, but it kind of like low-key breaks down a little bit. You will form allergies, you would, you know, things will happen. For me, a big thing that I really realized, like, dang, like, my body really changing, is like, I gained weight, but also I got alopecia in the back of my head, like back here, like right on this, back on this side right here, a little alopecia, and this hair was short. And alopecia, I gained eczema, I have eczema in some spots, my skin became super sensitive. I'm looking at these text messages. You will age and your body will kind of break down a little bit, things will start hurting. Something you want to prioritize and stay prioritizing is like stretching, drinking water, of course, taking care of yourself. Taking vitamins is also really important. And the biggest thing that leads into number 2 is really protecting your peace. And really, what does that really mean, and what does that look like? Protecting your peace can mean a couple different things. It can mean, at some point, you have to learn boundaries. Like, there will be a point in your life where you will learn, you have to, like, there's gonna be a point where you're gonna realize this is the issue. I don't have boundaries. I struggle with relationships with people. I become codependent, or whatever the case may be. There's some people out here that kind of make those negatives into their personality, but in reality, you do not want to be that person. You don't want to sit in a negative and be like, this is just how it is. That's because it's not. It takes you to make the change, and you to figure out what it is, those steps for you to do to make that change. For me, I went to therapy, and yes, I've been through therapists. It took me to get to a particular therapist, and also a frame of mind as well too, to really understand and take in the information that's being given to me and taught to me in the tools. You know, maybe you need to write in a journal. That's something that one therapist had told me, and I have never let it go. And yeah, like, you're protecting your peace can mean a couple different things, but for the most part, to be able to do that, you need to be sure of yourself. You need to learn boundaries, and you can't protect your peace if you don't have those tools. Like, you really just can't do it. And boundaries also doesn't mean be mean to people and have these walls up for no exact reason that are unwarranted. You know what I mean? Like, people, I think, also get that mixed up too. Boundaries means, hey, if this makes me feel uncomfortable, trust in yourself, in your brain, and in the pit of your stomach that this is uncomfortable, and I don't want to do this no more. That is what I mean by boundaries. And to get boundaries, you have to basically trust yourself, and that will take time for any young person and any person of any age to understand at some point. Like, it really can be difficult, but the more you exercise it, like, when you just say no to people, that's enough. That's an exercise within itself. Do that at least once a week. And you can even do it at work too, but like in a obviously, like, in a way that makes sense, that's professional, and, like, you know. But with your friendships, you know, with your family relationships, you know, that right there within itself, you gotta be able to do it so you can be it. I don't know if this makes sense, but it does make sense. Like, it's gonna take time for you. Like, you really, to protect your peace, you have to trust your own self and how you feel, and to be able to actually protect the peace, the action that goes along with trusting how you feel is you have to Take how you feel and put it out there. Put your boundaries out there for other people to be aware of. No one's gonna know how you feel about anything unless you keep it all in. And it's not about how everybody else feels either. It's also how you feel in your actions, now that you also let other people know that too. Like, you can't be like, oh, I don't know if I want to eat the, I don't know. Like, you just gotta be self-assured of yourself, assured. Self-assured, is that a word? Does that make sense? I don't know. We're gonna move on to the next thing. But basically, just protecting your peace is not just isolation, and it's not just there's gonna be things that come up that's gonna make you uncomfortable, people that make you uncomfortable, friendships, things people might say that are good people that might say something that might be a little off. But it's up to you and how you feel. You have to be sure of how you feel, and be sure that, if I say I don't like that you said you don't like the color yellow on me because it's me, like, or something. You just gotta say it, be able to say it, and walk the walk, talk the talk, or talk the talk, walk the walk, something like that. But you know what I mean. That's really what protecting your peace is. Next thing would definitely be is you do not have to have everything figured out. This is a big one. You don't need to have everything figured out in high school, You don't need to have everything figured out when you're in college. And you 110% don't have to have everything figured out once you graduate college, or once you're out of high school, or whatever the heck you're doing in your 20s in general. Like, you don't gotta have everything figured out. And any point of your 20s, I think there's a huge facade, and like there's huge pressure that other people in society and what you see on social media specifically can really make you feel like, dang, I gotta have everything together. That's not true. You don't need to have everything together. It's okay that if you don't know what you're doing, what job you want to do, what industry you want to take, if you feel confused because what you went to school for doesn't match with what you're doing currently, like, it's okay. Like, it's not the end of the world. You're not supposed to have everything figured out. What you're seeing on social media is fake, is bullcrap, it's not real. What your friends are saying, that's their path, it's not yours. And that's another thing that kind of goes along with protecting your peace. You have to be sure of yourself and what you're capable of doing and what you want to do to be able to be successful, but also be comfortable in the situation that you're in, and also be grateful and look back at the progress you have made. You cannot compare yourself to other people, to what your parents may say and what other people want you to do. If you don't want to do it, you don't have to do it. There's no such thing as being the perfect young adult. That doesn't exist. Honestly, it really don't. And also, I think this is number 3 or 4. I don't know. I'm gonna say this, and another thing is enjoy your own company. This is huge because I feel like, at least for me, I felt like when I got out of high school, I felt like I was finally an adult. I could finally do things. I was 18, or forget being 18, when you first turn 21. You feel like, dang, I gotta do this, gotta do that, blah, 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 blah. And yeah, you can do these things. And I think young adults should be going out having fun. I 110% am not against that. You should be having fun. You should be making mistakes. No, for real, like, you should be having fun. You should be making mistakes. That's how you'll be able to learn. And that's how you also will learn more about yourself. But anyways, I digress. When I say enjoy your own company, loneliness is very dangerous. Loneliness is extremely dangerous. Some people, I feel like, don't even really understand that. If you're a young adult, if you're a young 20 something year old, or maybe if you're 30, I don't know, I highly recommend watching the anime Nana. It really teaches you that loneliness can be extremely dangerous, especially to a young girl. Loneliness can be dangerous. It can cause loneliness, I think, sometimes can be perceived super negative. It's okay to be lonely and be okay with being alone at the same time. Like, dang, I feel pretty bad because it's a Saturday night and I'm not out going anywhere. I don't have plans with my girlfriends. I don't have a date. I'm single. Like, I ain't doing none of that stuff. I could sit back and be like, dang, I'm really in the house with my cat. I don't know if you see her. you know what I'm saying, and really have that take over me, and then that can lead me to make bad decisions. And being okay with being alone and being okay with sitting in that feeling of loneliness, after a while, it's not even like a negative. After a while, you be like, you know, I'd rather be doing this than doing that. Because if I wanted to tonight and I wanted to go out and have a quick little fun, I could have some fun with people that I don't even really like that much. I could have some fun with a guy that, you know, later on this could become a whole like leading him on situation that could be negative to him. Loneliness can cause harm to others and to yourself, and you know, loneliness is not good. Like, if you gotta watch that anime Nana. Such a good anime, and it really teaches you the dangerous, like, how being lonely can be. Not that lonely is negative, but when you fall into, when you're trying to like quickly like escape that lonely feeling, like, it's okay to feel lonely. Like, you're not always gonna be, you know what I'm saying, be okay with being by yourself. Figure out what it is that makes you excited to be at home by yourself, you know, whatever that is. Reading a book, watching shows, a movie, playing with your cat, your dog, painting. That's something that, you know, I've learned. Journaling, reading a book, making YouTube videos. The next thing I would like to talk about is making mistakes and failures. Now, this is something I'm very, very passionate about. I am super passionate about, like, if you make a mistake or something just didn't go right, you know, whether it's a relationship, a friendship, or, you know, you went out, it wasn't that great, or, you know, you decided to apply for a job, you didn't get the job, you did the interview, you didn't get it, blah 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 blah. You know, you want to make YouTube videos, you want to make TikToks, you want to be a stand-up comedian, or you want to try makeup for the first time. I don't know, you just want to try something and it just didn't work out. Don't make that be the end all be all. Like, there's you know what I mean? Like, if something didn't work out, the relationship didn't work out, you thinking or becoming a big TikToker or YouTuber, it didn't work out, it's okay. Like, now I just can't do any of this. Like, no, we're not doing that. Don't harden your shell, don't harden your heart. Don't allow things that didn't come out to be exactly how you wanted to be to, like, don't always take the negative and run with it. Like, you really got to learn from your mistakes and how you could be better. That's the best advice, you know, I can give, especially when it comes down to romantic relationships with men. As you grow up, well, as you know, are, you know, a young woman, not all these relationships will work out, and that doesn't really mean that the relationship, you didn't learn anything from the relationship, you didn't get anything out of the relationship. You know, when the relationships fail, friendships fail, you learn a lot about who you are and what you want specifically, because you would never know. I'm telling you, you would never know. And that's another thing too about when you try something new in general. Like, if you know, whatever it is that you want to do, and it just, you're not sure because you're so scared of failure or whatever that is to you, you would never know unless you do it. And if it doesn't completely work out, you can always take the experience that you had. And I'm not talking about, you know, people be like, you could take other people's experience, but you will never know until you're out in that field putting yourself out there. You would never know what it's like until you are doing it, because no one knows what it's like to be in your body and how you feel. So I feel like when things don't go right, you tried something, dang, I really was trying to, I don't know, do, like, say you were trying to do stand-up comedian and it just didn't work out right, but you do have a passion for this. Maybe it don't need to be a job. Maybe, you know, you doing hair don't need to be a job. It could be a hobby. It could be fun. It could be a side gig. Don't let these, like, make sure whatever it didn't work out part, take the experience that you learned from the didn't work out part and really apply that to when you try again or to your next thing that you do. No one will know or care that you didn't succeed at getting that job. No one will know or care that you wrote a book and no one really bought it. You can keep writing books. It can still be fun. You might learn that, hey, maybe a whole book isn't my type of thing. Maybe short stories. Maybe it's not books. Maybe it's scripts. You don't know. You would never know because you ain't never did it. You get what I'm saying? Like, whatever failure is to you, you know, you would never know unless you put yourself out there. And if you did fail at it, really take a moment and figure out maybe why it failed or what about it why it didn't succeed. You know what I mean? Take the experience. Never fester on the negative, especially when you are a young person. There's going to be times you're going to be comparing yourself to other people. Do not do that. Do not do that. Do not do that. Like, seriously, you would never know unless you put yourself out there. Point blank, period. But anyways, I kind of like, this wasn't a super organized video. I just kind of wanted to come on here and like just get the feel of this again. And I'm honestly having a good time. Already I'm having a good time. But more importantly, like, I want this space for myself to feel comfortable. And I want this space to feel comfortable for other people or girls or boys to come here and feel comfortable too. This is not no special, you know, I don't have the great camera right now. I don't have the special lighting right now, but I'm not gonna keep waiting until I get these things for it to be something. Like, it's gonna be what it is. It's gonna be what it is. So it really had cut off a little bit, but I'm happy I'm back. I'll be making more videos. I'll be making some natural hair videos. Now, I'm a very lazy natural, so I can't wait to make videos about that, because I'm a very lazy natural girl type. Like y'all, I just told y'all I washed my hair. All I did, I didn't even slick it back. All I did was just put a little, you know what I'm saying, and put a little bun. That's it. Like, it's still a little dead. Can't wait to make videos about that. Doing just fun things as just girls and guys, and just having fun on here, and it being very super cool, safe environments for us to chit chat and have fun. So thank you so much for watching this video. I appreciate you. I hope and I pray that you will be successful in all of your endeavors. And thank you so much for watching and appreciating, commenting, and liking this video and sharing it. Thank you so much. Have a great way. Oh, I said have a great way. Have a great day.